guys, this is Neil. Welcome to D is for Disney, episode number 12. Whether you're watching on YouTube, IGTV, Facebook, or listening via podcast, thank you so much for being here with me. We've got some good stuff today, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Disney announced some new rules. First up, strollers. Strollers are everywhere. If you go to Disneyland, you're dodging them constantly. The carpet is lava. The sidewalks are strollers. That joke doesn't make sense. If you're at Disneyland, you're dodging them like crazy. They are constant. They're a little bit like weeds. You're planning a trip soon, or you know someone that is. Let's get into those nitty-gritty of the details. Okay, I'm going to be reading this right off of the website. Beginning May 1st, all right? That gives you a little bit over a month. Strollers can no longer be any larger than 31 inches, 79 centimeters in width, okay, and then 52 inches or 132 centimeters long, all right? So that's 31 by 52 if you're using American metrics. If you're using the metric system, it's going to be 79 by 132, okay? So just make sure that if you're planning a trip, if you're an annual pass holder, if you're going all the time, doesn't even matter. Make sure that you have the right size stroller, because having your children with you is obviously one of the most special and important things about a family trip or a family vacation to Disneyland or Disney World. So I hope that you're able to find that. Now, what they say is that the good news is many strollers on the market, including many double jogging strollers, fit within these guidelines. That's good news. Also, just a reminder that wagons are not permitted in the parks, they say. Beginning May 1st, stroller wagons will also not be permitted. These updates are designed to help guest flow and ease congestion, making the parks more enjoyable for everyone. Next up, no smoking of any kind. No vaping, no weed smoking, no cigarette smoking. Smoking areas will no longer be present inside Walt Disney World or Disneyland theme parks, water parks, ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, or Downtown Disney District in California. A tip, they say, designated smoking areas will be available outside the entrances of the areas listed and at Disney Springs in Florida. For guests who have room or dining reservations, smoking areas are also available at Disney Resort hotels. So, you may be thinking, no big strollers anymore, no smoking in or apparently anywhere really near the parks. That surely is it. It's not. There's a little bit more. No loose ice, okay? If you plan to bring a cooler or cooler bag to store snacks and drinks for theme park or water park adventures, it's important to know that loose or dry ice are no longer permitted in their parks, all right? Okay, so if you're planning a trip, make sure your stroller is the right size. All this is available on the Disney Parks blog website if you need to see the actual measurements. Make sure that you are not smoking or bringing any kind of illegal substances into the park. They will not allow it. And make sure that you're not bringing loose ice or dry ice into the parks. Now, if you're like me, I like to bring my own dry ice so that I can have a fog machine with me wherever I go inside of the Disneyland park. So this is kind of a bummer for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Next up, Dumbo. If you're watching, you can see that I'm wearing my Dumbo shirt that I have worn in previous episodes. Last night, Amanda and I saw the new Dumbo live-action movie. There's a lot to really enjoy about it. I think that the world is really fun to live in. I think that the CGI for Dumbo it's breathtaking, really. I mean, I said to Amanda, my fiance, I said I would watch 90 minutes of that CGI'd Dumbo. He is adorable in every possible way. He's fantastic. The other thing that I really loved about it, Tim Burton often picks Danny Elfman. I think pretty much always, has Danny Elfman do the music for his movies, and the score for Dumbo is beautiful. It's really wonderful. We just saw the movie last night, so I haven't had a chance to actually go back and listen to the score again, but I truly loved the score, and I can't wait to listen to it even more. Danny DeVito, I think, turns in probably the best performance of the whole movie. He's Danny, this is what we were saying. Last night after the movie, we're driving home, and we both said to each other, he was Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito was Danny DeVito, but he is perfect as Danny DeVito. Nobody does Danny DeVito like Danny DeVito. He was fantastic. It's kind of hard to imagine anyone else playing the role of the ringmaster of that particular circus for this movie. He does, I mean, just a perfect job. He's Danny DeVito, right? Okay, next up, this one's more on a personal note, but the other day I got an email from Funko saying that they were going to be releasing a very special limited edition 30th anniversary box lunch special for The Little Mermaid for Ariel, right when she comes out of the water, and they put that, like, they drape that cloak over and tie her up with a rope so that she has clothes on when she runs up, and the dog discovers her, and then there's Eric right there on the beach. They have that as a Funko Pop now, and I got it. They may or may not have been running a special, so I may or may not have bought 3 Funko Pops that day, but 3 Funko Pops pales in comparison to the number of Funko Pops of this guy that I met. I didn't get his name, but he is more or less a completist. If you don't know what that is, a completist for Funko or for really any collectible line is someone who tries to have everything. They try to buy everything that company releases, more or less regardless of the genre, right? So he said that there's a couple, like Five Nights at Freddy's he doesn't buy. There's like a couple of others that he just doesn't include in his collection, but he showed me some pictures. He says he has around 3,000 right now, 3,000 Funko Pops, and he showed me pictures, shelves, the floor, tables just lined with Funko Pops. And I have to be honest, I was a little bit jealous because I have such a small collection of Funko Pops. Now, I'm obviously a little bit more particular in the Funko Pops that I personally buy for myself and the ones that Amanda buys for herself, but even so, I still was a little bit jealous because 3,000 Funko Pops, that's just awesome. I love collectibles, and if you're watching this or listening to this, there's a good chance that you do too. Now, if you are watching this on IGTV or Facebook or on YouTube, you'll be able to see right now the Funko Pops that I bought on the screen. There are 3 of them. Ariel, the limited edition from Box Lunch, is the first one that I told you guys about. The second one is a limited edition 90th anniversary Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse as the apprentice from Fantasia, which is cool. And then the last one is Captain Marvel, the Captain Marvel not as Veers, but in her Captain Marvel suit. And she is technically a bobblehead. Now, as you know, the Funko Pops, you probably know the Funko Pops, the bobbleheads, they don't really like bobble too much like they did in the early days of the Funko company, but it's still really fun. That's all that I have for you guys today. We're going to be going to a once a week, which is why this one's a little bit longer. It'll give me some time to go into everything that's happened for Disney for the week, and we can start to look at the week ahead as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if there's something that you want me to talk about, if there's something that you don't like about the podcast, if there's something that you really love about the podcast. Send me a message. Let me know. Neil@disfordisney.com. You can also leave me a review on any of these websites. Please subscribe to the newsletter and to the video. I know I'm asking a lot, but I love you guys. I do this for you, so I want to make sure that I'm doing something that you actually enjoy. That's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and is able to get out and has a chance to see the new live-action Dumbo. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys next week.